one of the things I'm aware of is as well as the direct victims of abuse, there is also the fallout for all the church members or all the people who followed in ministry. And suddenly everything that leader who was perhaps held in such high esteem suddenly is all put into question. There's been a number of variations on this question from different people, but here's the way that Ariel puts it and says, how do we approach using materials, maybe quality materials written by someone like Ravi Zacharias, which they say was such a good resource, but I'm very wary to recommend it after everything that came out. Now, what's your approach to the materials that still exist very often and don't necessarily disappear overnight from people who, where they have been subject to a scandal or are no longer seen as fit for ministry and so on? What do you do in that scenario, Amy?
So I think in this with specific regard to Zacharias, where you have a situation where a law firm really conducted an independent investigation, and there's a document that you can see that is based on hours and hours and hours of research and being published, and then a subsequent investigation into the organisation. I think that the safe and wise thing to do is not to use those materials. For a number of reasons. For the sake of the direct victims of Zacharias, just to honour the image of God in every single woman abused, it seems like the right thing to do to lay those aside. And then I think secondly, just in terms of the actual content, I would now have massive questions about the legitimacy of it, given the huge disconnect between what was being said and what was lived out. So my own decision on that, and anyone that is, listens to what I would say, or actually most of the people that were involved in the organisation would say, we wouldn't recommend any of the materials.
For more conversations between Christians and skeptics, subscribe to the Unbelievable podcast. And for more updates and bonus content, sign up to the Unbelievable newsletter.